Today is 5 years vegan, and it's a little bittersweet. I've been going through a storm. I lost a loved one, family member, and it's been rough, you guys. But I'm pulling it together on this day that marks 5 years. I decided to become vegan, and it has totally changed my life. It is also 5 years of me being a content creator. Ran into some family members who've been coming by since we lost a loved one. And one of my family members said, "I don't see you post as much." And I was like, I do. I just don't post everywhere like I used to. And I probably don't cook quite as much and post as much as I used to, but I really want to. I just been finding it difficult. Listen, this content creator, influencer life is a lot when you're trying to, keep up with your own personal life, and then you have a regular full-time job such as I have. If you're not doing it full-time, sometimes it's kind of difficult for you to give your all to it. I feel like if you give it your all, then it can be something that can grow, and you can connect with more people in the community. You could, start really making a earning from it, some money from it and stuff like that. I'm hoping 2025 will look a little different, and maybe I'll find more time to post more, because that did kind of stir something up in me. I was like, I know I need to cook more. I used to cook all the time and film. So hopefully that will happen. Okay. There are some people who say, "Ooh, 5 years is a long time." And it is. I'm not going to even shortchange myself and say 5 years is not a long time. However, there are some people out there, they're going on 10, 20, 30, 40 years vegan, right? God bless them. But these last 5 years and doing content creation have been really rewarding. They have. It has not really been about the money. It's just been about my love for coming to you guys, showing you my journey, showing you different, all the different food halls in case you want to go out there and you want to plate around and make some stuff, and the cooking videos that I've done. It's been wonderful. It really has. So I always get two questions when people find out I'm vegan. I do. So the first question is usually why? Why did you turn vegan? And the answer to that is I turned vegan because I knew dairy wasn't good for me. It was creating a lot of mucus. I had done a lot of reading, a lot of research on the vegan lifestyle, and I had a good friend that was vegan, and she kind of allowed me to take a little course with her and learn more about veganism and plant-based lifestyle. And I kind of knew I just want to do it. So I had been saying, I'm going to turn vegan. I'm going to turn vegan. So I had put it out there to the world, to myself, I'm going to turn vegan. So I feel like that's the beginning of it. It's something that, internally you feel yeah, that's something. That lifestyle, cutting out meat, dairy, all the byproducts, all that stuff is something I feel like your body, and you feel yeah, I need to just become vegan. Potentially, that's what it was for me. So the second question that I get a lot is also, well, how did you do it? How do you do it? How do you just stop that? And it is a lot. So what I personally did was, number one, I read a lot. I explored a little bit, I had tried different vegan foods. It wasn't like I had never tried vegan food. Of course, not on the scale like I have had becoming a content creator and becoming vegan, but I had tasted vegan foods. I've always been open to foods and anything healthy. I was like, you got my ear. You got me. You had me at healthy, okay? Back in 2020, what I did was, actually prior to 2020, what I did was, in the beginning of the year, I decided that I was going to cut out meat. So pretty much in 2019 is when the latter part of 2019, I said I'm going to cut out all meat except for seafood. So that's kind of how I transitioned myself. I took a baby step, which was a big step, because that meant that I didn't have any kind of red you know, no turkey, no nothing for the holidays. Okay, so that's what I did. Okay, so that was the beginning. I cut out all the meat except for seafood. So essentially I became like a pescatarian. Still was eating, you know, cheese and eggs and all that, but only seafood like fish, crab, shrimp, all that good stuff. When 2020 hit in February, I decided I was going to be done with that life. I'm diving into becoming a vegan, and shout out to Julie Ward and Tabitha Brown, which everyone knows because it was me stumbling on a Tabitha Brown video that really kind of kick-started me. It really made me think, and then seeing all the recipes and everything, I was like, I think I can do this, because I feel like a lot of times people don't become vegan because they don't think, number one, the food is going to taste good. Number two, they don't think they're going to be able to cook it. It's maybe too much prep. It just doesn't seem realistic for you to cook, and it's very realistic for you to cook. It's like cooking regular food. So take that myth away, okay? That it doesn't taste good and it's hard to cook. None of that is true. Now, it does require prepping, but any kind of healthy eating, whether it be vegan or non-vegan, is going to require some prep, y'all. Okay? 2020, in February, I decided to kickstart my veganism by doing a cleanse, and it was a 21-day cleanse. I did 21 days of just cold pressed juicing, and then I did another 11 days of just raw foods, and the rest is history. I've never looked back. People always say, they're always like, you sure you don't want a piece of fish? You sure? And I've been craving fish. I've been craving seafood a little bit, but I have not fudged. Almost did in Colombia, because that fish was looking good in Colombia. I was like, oh my gosh, who would know? Who would know? I would know. That's who would know. Okay. So at this point, I'm gonna keep this thing going. I'm gonna keep, you know, I'm hoping to do another 5 years. The only thing that I'm contemplating, though, honestly, is maybe not saying I'm vegan, saying that I'm plant-based, because at least when you're plant-based, it means the majority of your diet, it is plants, that you're eating mostly plants. You're probably not eating really any dairy, any of that. However, if you feel like having dairy or egg, or like, let's say a piece of fish or meat, you can. It's not quite the same as veganism. There's a little small opening that you will find when you say you're plant-based. It's not as like, it has you in a box, okay, when you say you're vegan. So I feel like sometimes that's why some people rather say they're plant-based. They're also not saying veganism, because when you're vegan, that means you're completely, of course, pro-animals. You know, you're like, don't wear no leather, you know, stop killing and slaughtering the animals and all that. It's a little bit more than food when you're saying you're vegan as well. And I have become a lot more compassionate towards animals, bugs, everything. But those fly, listen, that fly, I'm not, no. Of course, I'm your sugar girl. I know I shouldn't be, but I am. So to celebrate my 5 years, I had to go by Donut Friend and get these delicious donuts. I have a cinnamon roll, apple fritter. I got that new, I forgot what that one's called. I have a maple donut. I got a little glaze. Yeah, and I may eat them all by myself. Okay, as Tab would say, because that's my business. It's my 5-year anniversary. Yay, 5-year anniversary. Happy anniversary. Happy anniversary. Happy anniversary. Happy anniversary. Thank you guys so much for your support, your follow. Let's keep this engagement going. I love it. I want to hear from you guys. And here's to, I don't know, 5, 10, 15 more years. Let's go, Star. Please like, share, and follow me, your LA Vegan Foodie, for more. I'm gonna make a wish, even though it's not a birthday. It's kind of like my birthday. It's the anniversary. Yay! Thank you guys. 5 years. Please like, share. And follow me, your LA Vegan Foodie, for more. That's it, y'all. Very good. Mmm.